Hello everyone, today we will have a review of 4 pairs of my tights. But unusual, we will see their properties, how they behave dry and wet. See, first it is we have such not quite tights. Wow. They are very big things like this. And with cropped legs. And also we will have these are the tights in the net. With some interesting print. Let's see then get closer to him. There will also be tights. Who have already closed the holes on our feet. Thanks maker. And then these are nylon, not nylon. Brown-gray tights. And let's start. Here from these leaky tights. So I'm wearing first tights. They go to such here. All in the hole. It's not really comfortable. Because me as a person. Wearing long nails. I have here everything gets stuck all the nails. And I am afraid of what I can do. Even more holes. When on the couch them and filming. Themselves they are so not particularly pleasant to the body. A little prick. Here they have some I don't like the knitting. Goes like the material itself. As if you know some old tights, which your grandmother gave you. And they still put holes in them. Castanized. Well, here's the fact that I absolutely don't like it. Here is. What don't know? The very relief of these tights. I absolutely don't like it. As well as. All those holes. Pretty tacky, don't know, weird. I really do not like this. Well, let's see what they will look like. If I wet them. And so the tights look wet on me. By the way, it's not much noticeable. But in reality in life they go some stripes. Here are dry Afra documents. It feels like where the ear is. I do not know, somehow they themselves begin to change. And go some lanes. Here is. I just noticed. What do I have where my fingers end? There's a hole here. The letter is original looking. Here is AA. Well, by themselves if you wet them harder. It's noticeable on that leg part. Then they have straight black socks. That's it, they just get dark. On your feet. By the way, they became much softer than in dry. His version. Well, let's move on to the next one. By the way, be sure to subscribe and click the bell. So I'm wearing the next tights. I decided to wear socks under the bottom, because they are cropped. And I don't like it wild. Because they are even cropped, not quality. Here some hairs seem to stick out. Fringe, I absolutely don't like it. The plus of these tights. And all the glitter. They fly away over time, I don't like it. Plus these glitter are. At your thighs. And plus I think if I wet these tights. Glitter is even stronger all by. They fly away. Yes. Therefore me. Don't know. Better not buy them. But by themselves they stretch well in properties. Here will suit many girls. But I don't know what to combine them with. Well, let's check them now in wet form. So what can I say? That a certain plus then. What is not visible on them when they are wet? But their material becomes even more unpleasant. And starts straight, very stabbing his leg. I want to be. Here is. So I do not know. And glitter, yes, they became less durable. Here my one already flew off. I just spent like this on my leg. And by themselves. did not somehow reach better and so on. They only stuck anymore. Here is, well, plus such tights because of that. That the material is quite small. They are fast at you. Will dry. And by the way, I noticed these glitter between my legs. They scratch each other. Not getting thighs. Well, what let's see next. So I'm wearing the next tights. They go with such a leopard look. Yeah. Made under animal. So let's say a pretty tacky weird. I don't really like prints like that. Animal type. Yeah. Me closer some classic tights. Here and by themselves they are good ordinary. Pretty tacky well stretch. Highly dress up. That I was closed in the side. A fact that they are long and wide. So many a will suit. Fit they a. But I do not like myself but the print. I do not like this. A. By themselves they are quality. Here's me not having any complaints about them. The fact that and the sock they have neatly made. What is going on here ceiling? Well, let's now look at them wet. So, on me the next such here are tights already wet. They got obnoxious. They prick in my legs the most in my knees. Where they are most collected they are pretty much snuggle stick. Well, this is basically a normal. For tights basically for wet clothes. Here is a. I do not know by them it is not particularly clear that they are wet. Just became a darker. Here is. Not really that. And I accidentally torn them. So they are very easy to tear. So be careful. Here with this. Also they're on their own. I do not know what I do not really like what they have become. Wet and because of this. They started scratching my legs. That's why if you have some kind of party with pool anything like that, then they cannot be put on. Well, let's move on to the last tights. So these are nylon tights on me. They are somewhere 10, 15D. They turned out to be small to me. The fact that it's probably a size 2 somewhere, I usually wear 3rd, 4th. Well, basically 4th. So that I was comfortable. By themselves they go so brown. Colors. Here they also have. These are how shorts are on the legs. I also do not like this. I love when more narrow here under a briefs. Here or so that they are not at all. Because they will stick out from under all the clothes. Well, what let's see, how they gonna act wet. So tights look wet on me. I don't really like it. Basically, I do not like when regular such nylon tights get wet. Because they have such a property as scratching their feet. That's very tight then. Therefore, in this regard, tights into the net always win. Plus they became because of that. That stuck more a dark. And by the way more began to look like a black tights on her feet. You can see it in the gaps. Don't know how on camera, but in life it's noticeable. Here they have become. By the way, when I wet them, they got more. Yeah. Stretching. The fact that I became comfortable in them. The fact that they can even be, pull up will be upstairs, but I do not know what the meaning is. Such tights, to wet them and then put them on yourself. Well, what? Write in the comments. Which tights did you like the most on me? In what form? Subscribe, put likes, and everyone bye bye.